Namaste, yogis. Good morning, and welcome to my second edition to the Elemental Yoga series. Last week, we focused on the element of earth, where we grounded ourselves into the earth to create a nice solid foundation for the rest of our practice. So today, we will be focusing on the element of water. The element of water is all about fluidity and is strongly associated with the area of the hips. So you might want to get some props ready to assist you in our practice. Cushion or a folded blanket. And just in case, have something you can use as a strap. I just have a t-shirt lying around, whatever you have available. So what do you think about when you think about the element of water? Think about a flowing stream. It's all about its ability to purify. It flows and it cleanses. And it's associated with our second chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, which is located in between the navel and the perineum, which is associated with sensuality, sexuality, creativity, the flow states, human connections, relationships, and our emotions. We tend to store a lot of our emotions here in the area of the hips. So think about when you're too rigid. This is when you don't allow your emotions to flow through, which results in feeling tension here in the area of the hips because everything is dammed up here. Imagine a river that's been dammed up. And so everything is just building and building and accumulating, and there's no room or place for these built up emotions, thoughts, and feelings to escape through. And there's no room for anything new to come through, no fresh ideas. And when you're able to remove resistance and to remove that block, then everything is able to flow freely. And then you create space and room for new energies, new ideas, freshness to come through. Think about the water elements associated to the signs in astrology. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, especially Scorpio. Scorpios are known for their ability to rebirth themselves constantly. And this is the idea. The water element is a gift for us to tap into, to assist us to purify every time that we want to, which should be as often as possible, to purify ourselves. Imagine a fish tank. And if there's no purification filtration system, then there's this sediment that can build up. But we have to install that filtration system in there to constantly be purifying out the water. And this is what we should install within ourselves, our self-purification system, tapping into this element of water, allowing these stagnant energies in the form of built-up emotions not being released to filter through. And then we're constantly processing life in this beneficial way instead of letting things accumulate. And we don't want that gunk building up inside of us, not in our physical body, manifest through blood and our lymph, anything having to do with this liquid form in our body, but as well in our emotional and spiritual plane. We want to filter that through. We don't want to get these emotions to be stuck. Okay, so let's tap into the purifying waters of this power of the elements of water. So we're going to start with a meditation, and I invite you to use the music that I've linked in the description below. It's a really nice, just relaxing water music with the sound of a waterfall in the background. And you can see in the image, it's this vision of a beautiful waterfall that I'll guide us to visualize in our little intro meditation here. But that's up to you if you want to use that music or not. But it is a nice addition to our experience here connecting to the water. So I invite you to come into any comfortable seated position. If you're at home, you can even explore sitting on a chair or on a sofa. Really, it's up to you. This is your practice, and I want you to be able to use the resource that is your home, since we are practicing at home. So get comfortable and gently closing the eyes. Press down through the bottom and extend up through the spine, lifting your crown of the head straight into the sky, creating length in the spine, sitting nice and tall. Starting to bring our awareness to the interior of our being and just simply observing your physical, mental, and emotional states. How are you feeling in this moment? No need to change anything. The idea is to simply observe, be the witness of the present moment, here and now, inside your body and inside your mind. Notice your breath. And start to breathe deeply in through the nose. Deep belly breaths. I want you to visualize yourself in the middle of a tropical jungle. You're standing on the earth, your feet bare, making a direct connection with the energy of the earth beneath you. You look up, gazing all around, and see this lush canopy of this wild jungle, smelling this fresh jungle air, hearing the sounds of tropical birds and insects buzzing all around you. You see the vivid colors, the green of the canopy, and all these different shades of leaves, orange, purple flowers. It's a lush ecosystem all around you. You're just strolling through the jungle, no particular destination in mind, just connecting with the energy of nature. As you step into the jungle, you hear and feel the leaves and branches cracking beneath your feet. And you feel the lush, moist soil underneath you, the richness of this ecosystem beneath your feet and all around you. Eventually, you start to hear the sound of falling water in the distance. You approach the sound and you get closer and closer to a waterfall in the clearing. You arrive at the shore of the waterfall. The water is crystal clear and this turquoise blue, this beautiful, serene pool. The energy of this pool of water, this waterfall, you feel her as this motherly energy, and she invites you to come through, to come jump in her cleansing waters. Before you get in, you take a deep breath and feel this ionized air of the water crashing down just in front of you. Somehow feeling that this water is so much more fresh than the rest of the jungle. Something special about it. You feel the small little water droplets enter through your nostrils, The air is so fresh, so pure. You take a deep breath. You hold your nose and you dive into the water. It's so fresh, so purifying. Feel that water as it meets your skin. Feel its coolness and its wetness. You dive deep. Feel the sensation as you go deeper and deeper into the water. You feel like a fish, almost like a mermaid, pumping your legs up and down, feeling the freedom of the infinite possibilities of the water. The laws of gravity no longer apply to you here. You come back up for a sip of air. And you slowly swim your way over to meet the waterfall. The sound of the crashing water is amplified as you strategically place yourself under the chute, just enough so it gives your back a lovely massage. The water is crashing down on top of your head, and you feel it trickle down the rest of your body. Stay under the waterfall for some moments and really attune to the cleansing properties of this water. Feel it crashing down on top of your head. Feel the force of the water. Energetically tune in to the properties of water. Feel it cleansing not only your physical body, but imagine that the energy of water is coming down from the crown of your head in through your energetic body, down, cleansing the rest of your chakras as it makes its way, cleansing each and every chakra. And finally, meeting the earth again to recycle these stagnant energies. Feel this water melting, clearing through any stagnant energy. Feel your body becoming more and continue to filter through you. Filter through every pore of your being. Filter through everything that make our way to swim back onto the shore. Before you do, you turn around to the energy of the waterfall, the spirit that lives within it. You give it a little bow, thanking its energy, and know that this cleansing, purifying waterfall is there whenever you need to take a moment to yourself to reset and come back to the purity that exists within you behind all the caking of these built-up gunky emotions. You make your way to the shore. You place your feet on the ground once again, feeling the moist earth beneath your bare feet. Take a deep breath through the feet, sending that breath up through the crown of the head. Shake off the water like a wet dog. Feeling refreshed, pure, cleansed, and ready for the rest of our practice. Stay with this energy of the water. Continue to attune yourself to the beneficial frequencies of this water energy. Taking a deep breath through the nose, sending it to the belly. Hello once again. And so let's begin our warm-up exercises. And like all of my classes that I guide, I invite you to try to keep your eyes closed for as much of the practice as you can, to really try to keep this internal gaze, to try to keep this state of meditation, this internal state of awareness. But of course, for each new practice, exercise, or asana, you're of course most welcome to look at me, for example. And once you understand what to do, close your eyes again to re-internalize the awareness. So let's begin with some sulfi grinds. Again, coming into a comfortable seated position, making sure that both sitting bones are firmly planted into the ground. And we'll first begin by pressing our chest forward, pressing our shoulders backwards, chin is slightly tilted upwards, opening up our chest. From there, we'll drop down to the left side. Our hands are resting on the knees, and we can feel the slight activation on the right side body. From there, we'll tilt our back backwards. Our spine is in a C shape, shoulders hunched forward. Continuing to move our torso to the right side, opening up the left side of our body. And then continuing to come into the first position, tilting the chest forward. And from there, let's continue to connect all 4 points in a fluid circular motion. Inhale as the chest drops forward, and exhale, coming back. Drawing a big circle with our torso. Awareness in the area of the hips. And try to develop X-ray vision as if Superman, like the X-ray vision that Superman might have. But the difference would be that Superman is looking outside. I want you to develop this X-ray vision inside your body. So imagine if you had this X-ray vision and you're gazing inside the area of the hips. Change direction here, rotate in the opposite way. And so you're gazing into the area of the hips. What would you see inside if you had this energetic X-ray vision? Maybe you're seeing the lower part of your spine. Maybe you're seeing your hip bones. There's no right or wrong answer here. We're just trying to cultivate our superpower of imagination. The more we can visualize whatever's happening inside our body, the more we can actually perceive it and conceptualize it as if it were to be real, which it is real. And that empowers us to use our body in a more beneficial way. Our body is a tool after all. So we're just using these powers of visualization, imagination, to explore this inner world of our body. And gently spiral back to center. Deep breath here from the base of the spine, sending that breath all the way up the vertebrae, up through the crown of the head. Imagine that breath is like a string pulling you straight up, allowing you to sit nice and erect. Bringing the awareness to the base of the spine, feeling the energetic activation of the Kundalini energy lying dormant in the base of the spine. This is our dormant, powerful energy that is contained in our sexual energy. This is the energy of creation. And in Kundalini yoga is where we aim to harness this energy and allow this energy to be released. Beautiful. Let's warm up our wrists by interlacing the fingers and rolling out the wrists. Switch directions. Shake them out. Let's come onto all fours. The shoulders stacked directly above the wrists and the hips stacked directly above the knees. Let's inhale as we bring the head up and we press the belly down towards the mat. Exhale, bringing the head down and pressing the belly up towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. And continuing at your own rhythm. Let's circle around the hands. Imagine making circles in the area of the wrists. Warming up our wrists. Change direction. So we'll be getting into a lot of circular motion. It is inherently feminine, as is the element of water. And let's continue to make some circles with our hips. So what are the properties of a circle? It's never ending. It has curved edges. Change direction. Which is contrary to the masculine nature of a square or a straight line, which is rigid. So we're aiming for fluidity here. So we can think in terms of a circle. Coming to neutral tabletop, and let's get into some disco cut, as I like to call it. So first we're crouching down, coming over to one side, bringing our head down as we round the spine and coming over to the opposite side and down again. As if our body were a crank or a double Dutch jump rope. Coming down to one side and around. Exhale, coming down, inhale, coming up. Try to flow into this motion as much as possible. Turn off the rigid, analytical thinking mind of the left side of the brain and allow the creativity of the right side of the brain to speak through. Switch sides. Allowing the body's wisdom to speak through. I want this practice to be a dance for you today. What is a dance except the stringing of different motions together intuitively without needing to think about it, just following the rhythms of life, following the rhythms of your body. Just continuing to flow in whatever way that your body is telling you to at this moment. Just dancing here like a cat on all fours, doing whatever feels good for you here. Think about the element of water, flowing, sensual. Think about the element of a circle. Really allow yourself to just dance. Feel comfortable in the intimacy of your own home. Whatever you feel like doing here, there's no right or wrong. Really trying to imitate the fluidity of a circle, making circular motions here, dancing. Let's just take one grounding breath to reset. Inhale, let's bring our arms up. Exhale, releasing any stagnant energy down. Very good. And let's continue by pressing into our first downward dog. Continuing with some fluid motion. Intuitively doing whatever you feel your body needs here. Maybe you want to bend one knee at a time. Maybe you just want to stay static. Feel free to bend the knees. Don't forget to breathe. Bend the knees, walk the hands to meet the feet. And let's grab opposite elbows here and dangle down like a rag doll. And you can move the body side to side. Nod the head yes and no. Gently loosening up the body in preparation for some sun salutations. Bend the knees and gently rise, one vertebrae at a time. So let's come to a standing position. Feet are parallel. And hip distance apart. Let's take a deep inhalation as we roll the shoulders up and back. Straightening out the spine, standing nice and tall. Let's drop the chin to the chest and rotate the head towards the right shoulder in slow, full rotations of the neck. Bring your awareness to the area of the neck. And as the theme of today's class is water, I invite you to focus on the water element in the area of the neck. That means the blood and the lymph, any bodily fluids in the area of the neck. Using that X-ray vision. And change direction. The left ear crosses the left shoulder and up. Right ear crosses the right shoulder and down. Ever so slowly. Breathing in as the head comes up. And exhaling as the head comes down. Very good. Bringing the head back to center. Eyes are closed, attention turned inside, focusing on the energetic activation in the area of the neck. Feel the mind becoming dynamic and the expansion of your consciousness into the subtle planes of energy around you. We continue with the 5 double quick movements of the head. increase in the flow of fluidic energy in the area of the neck. Try to make sure that you're focused, fluid motion with the shoulders. Keep breathing. Try to keep the elbows straight. Direction. Left down, right up in a circular motion, massaging the abdomen. And with the power of visualization, you can imagine a bright white light coming from the palms and being sent directly into the organs of the belly to achieve healing and regeneration. Change direction. And that will do. Release and relax. Let start to open up our arms. Of course, in our practice, we're primarily going to be focusing in the area of the hips, but the body is a holistic organism. So we want to make sure that we give love and light to all aspects of our being. Not just one area in particular. Okay, spread them your feet a little bit wider, and we can bring one hand behind us. Feeling the stretch in the lower back. And coming back. Let's take a deep inhalation. And finish off with some shaking. Shaking is the fastest way to shake off any stagnant energy and allow fluidity. It's the quickest way to just release. And tuning into our energetic body, speaking through vibration. Something so simple, yet so powerful. Remember that this is always available to you anytime that you feel you might be too rigid. All you have to do is just shake it up. Stop being so serious. And allow more fluidity and playfulness and femininity into your life. So let's take a deep breath together. On the exhale, let out a sigh or a sound. Inhale. And coming into stillness. Wow, do you feel that? All this energy circulating all around. Feels so nice. Like an energetic car wash. Tune into that feeling. There's nothing to do, just observe and enjoy. Very nice. Okay, so now Let's prepare for some sun salutations coming to the top of the mat. And I'm going to take a sip of water first. I always have this big cup of tea ready on deck. I'm like walking around with it all day because I'm constantly drinking water. If there's the most, clearly the most simple way to incorporate the water element into your life more is to drink more water. So, cheers. Delicious. And I invite you to be aware when you drink water. Set an intention into your water every time that you drink it, every time that you receive it. Know that God is in every sip, God is in the taste of water. And so I invite you to be more aware and more conscious anytime that you interact with water, because truly, water is so wise. Water has its own wisdom and its divinity of its own. So tap into that. Grateful. Coming to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance and parallel. Spread the toes to achieve a nice foundation into the mat. You can gently rock up and down to find your center. Take a deep inhale as we roll the shoulders up and back, opening up the chest. And just taking a moment to observe your inner state. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands together in the center of the chest, applying a little pressure here in Anjali Mudra. And I invite you to think of why you might be grateful for the water element in your life. I am grateful for the water element in my life because I feel nourished and hydrated, and I feel so good when I drink water. I am grateful for all the times that I could enjoy being in a body of water, in the ocean, or in nature in a waterfall. Why would you be grateful for the water element in your life? And allow this feeling of gratitude to cultivate at the level of the heart. Inhale, raise the arms straight into the sky. The arms are framing the ears, stretching as tall as we can. Exhale, we bow down. Allowing the upper body to dangle, being very passive here. You can keep a slight micro bend in the knees if you need to protect the joints. Otherwise, try to keep them straight. There's nothing to do here. Allowing gravity to do all the work for us. Frame the feet and send the left foot backward. Lunge. Breathing deeply through the nose. We send the right foot backwards into downward dog. 3 deep breaths. Pressing the head in between the shoulders. And we come down, knees, chest, and chin onto the mat in zigzag. The elbows in towards the back. And from here, press up into Sphinx, pressing our forearms into the mat, pressing our shoulders down away from the ears, shining our chest to the sun. Pressing back into downward dog. 3 deep breaths. Sending the left foot in between the hands, low lunge. Sending the breath into the heart. Right foot to join the left, standing forward bend. Allowing the body to dangle. Rooting down through the feet and extending up through the hands and the arms. Exhale, namaste. Inhale. Release the arms and observe the effect. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the hands together in the center of the heart. Namaste. Bringing awareness to any memory that you might have of something that felt so purifying to you. Maybe it was just your last shower. And tune into that feeling of purification. And feel that feeling here and now. Feeling cleansed, refreshed, and purified. Feel it in your physical body as well as in your energetic body. Put yourself in resonance with this feeling. Inhale. On exhale, let out a ah. Ah. The feeling of feeling so good. Inhale. Lift the arms straight into the sky. Your angels are holding you by the wrists and pulling you straight up into the heavens, elongating the spine, feeling the expansion of the spaces between the ribs. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bow down. And you can either allow the upper body to dangle in a passive stretch, or if you like to grab the big toes and pull the upper body down towards the legs for an active stretch. Feel free to do so. Whatever feels good for you here. Frame the feet and send the right foot backwards into a low lunge. Keep breathing deeply through the nose. Send the breath into the heart. Send the left foot backwards, downward dog. 3 deep breaths. Knees, chest, and chin, zigzag pose. And coming into cobra or sphinx. So just stay here in sphinx if you have limited flexibility. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable, you can press up into cobra. Pressing back into downward dog. 3 deep breaths. Sending the right foot forward into a lunge. Continuing to breathe into the heart plexus. Sending the left foot forward, standing forward bend, passive or active. Release tension from the neck and the shoulders and the jaw. Keep breathing. Bend the knees, raise the arms straight into the sky. Try to reach for your maximum height. Then when you think you've stretched to your maximum, try to elongate a little bit higher than that. Exhale, namaste. Inhale. Release and relax. Observe the effect. And let's reposition the feet, coming again to the top of the mat. Feet are parallel. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back. And we prepare for a second round of flowy vinyasa movements, incorporating the flow and the fluidity of the energy of the water elements, trying to string each motion together. And again, I invite you to use this as a template for dance, incorporating your own style into this flow. We begin again. Inhale. Exhale, namaste. And this time, cultivating anything that you might be grateful for at this moment into your hearts through gratitude. Allowing the energy of the heart to expand. I'm grateful for this opportunity to practice yoga together with you. Inhale, raise the arms up. Slight arch in the back. Exhale, the shoulders, neck, and head. Frame the feet. Send the left foot backwards into a low lunge. And from here, send the right foot backward, downward dog. Send the left foot straight into the sky in three-legged dog. And start to roll out the ankle. And roll it in the opposite direction. Bend the knee and make some big circles with the knee. Change direction. And then bring that left foot across the right side of the body, opening up the left side, coming back to neutral, and then switching sides. Raise the right leg straight up, and then we're going to roll out the ankle, and rolling in the other way. Bend the knee, making some big circles with the knee. Change direction.
And drop that right foot across the left side of the body. And feel this nice opening on the right side of the body. And dropping that foot again down in downward dog. One breath here. Left foot forward into a low lunge. Right foot to join the left, standing forward bend, passive or active. Bend the knees. Arms come up, slight back bend. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, release the arms. Observe the feeling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands come into namaste. Inhale. Raise the arms up. Slight arch in the back as we bow down. Exhale. Inhale. Right foot comes back in a low lunge. This time, let's bring our left elbow at the level of the left knee, and we're going to open up the hips in Skandasana, and then we can make some fluid motions coming side to side. Don't forget to breathe. Being very gentle with your body here. And let's meet in the center and rotate the feet so that they're parallel and inwards. If you have a cushion within reach, you can use it to support yourself here in Prasarita Padottanasana. Otherwise, you can just hang out wherever you are. Inhale, elongate the spine forward, and exhale, dropping down, either on a cushion or the floor. Trying to surrender your upper body down to the ground, relaxing the head, the jaw, and the shoulders. And we come up, and again, bending the left leg and rotating forward in a low lunge, sending the right foot forward, standing forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Slight back bend. Exhale, namaste. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Feeling the effect. And we have one last flowy vinyasa. Repositioning the feet if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, fold forward. Taking a moment here. Inhale, sending the left foot backwards. Low lunge. And here we can take the right hand and press it ever so gently against the right knee, opening up that right hip. And being gentle with your body. Only you can know your own limits. Coming back to center, keeping the left hand firmly pressed into the mat. We can take our right foot and catch our left foot behind us, and we can press our left foot in towards the body to achieve a nice opening of that left hip and the left inner thigh. Release. Frame the feet with the hands, and then send the right foot backwards into downward dog. Taking some breaths here to reset. And from here, let's come to some undulating waves. So bringing the butt down towards the hands, coming into a plank pose, and then from there, bending the knees, and then bringing the weight of the body back again. Moving our body like the waves of an ocean, incorporated with the breath. Inhale as the body comes back and into the plank. Exhale as we crouch down. And as we hover in plank pose, we can drop the knees, bringing the chest down, and then coming into Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale, come down and pressing back into downward dog. One breath. And let's do a couple more undulations. Really trying to tune in to the energy of the ocean, like a flowing wave. We meet in downward dog, one breath, and then send the left foot forward. We take our left hand and apply some pressure onto the left knee, bringing it down towards the left side, ever so gently. Release that pressure, and then taking the left hand, bringing it onto the right foot, pressing that right foot towards the body, feeling the opening in the area of the left thigh. Release. And send that right foot forward, standing forward bend. Couple of breaths here. Bend the knees, send the arms straight up, a slight back bend. Exhale, namaste. Inhale. Release the arms and observe the effects of these flowing rounds of vinyasas. Feel the element of water circulating throughout your entire being. And let's prepare now for some seated postures. So we'll come into pigeon pose, and you might want to use some props like a folded blanket or a cushion. And we'll begin by bending the left leg. and sending the right leg straight behind you. You can place that prop underneath the left butt cheek. Press your hands firmly into the mats. Elongate the spine as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. If you have another cushion, you're more than welcome to use it to support your forearms if you want to hang out here. Otherwise, if you can reach the mats, you can make a little cushion for your head with the hands and come down and relax fully. Bring your awareness to the area of the leg. Maybe you want to visualize a bright white light in that area, or you can use any sensations of tension or pain as points of your concentration in conjunction with your breath. Send your breath as medicine to relieve any areas where you feel this resistance, and allow this medicine of the breath to release this point of resistance as if it were a knot, and it's slowly being unraveled more and more with every exhalation. Energizing the left lunar feminine component of our sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Relax the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. Trying to relax as much as possible here in these seated asanas. Allowing as much ease into our practice as possible. Soften the belly and relax.
Very good. Let's gradually rise. And you can come into a cross-legged position. Close the eyes and feel the effect in the area of the left hip socket. The energizing of the left side of our being, the yin aspect of Svadhisthana chakra. Let's change sides. So we have our right leg bent in front of us. And send the left leg straight behind. You can even take a little peek behind your left shoulder and make sure that that left leg is straight. You can place a prop underneath your right butt cheek. Press with your hands into the mat to elongate the spine nice and tall. And then from there, we can fold forward, resting either on a cushion or directly onto the mat in front of you. And checking in with the body, trying to surrender as much of our weights into the mats beneath us as possible. Releasing any tension from the jaw and the shoulders and neck.
Focus your awareness in the area of the right hip socket. If you're a visual person, maybe it will help you to imagine a bright white light. With every inhale, feeling that light glow, and with every exhale, feeling that light grow even stronger, pulsating with every breath. Or maybe you're a tactile person, connecting more with a feeling of touch. So we can focus your awareness on the feeling of tension in that right hip, and sending your breath into that area, allowing the breath to serve you, helping you to release the tension more and more with every breath. Allowing each asana to be a mini meditation, keeping your focus. Svadhisthana chakra. Very good. That's what we'll do. You can gradually rise. Coming into a cross-legged position. Close the eyes and bring your awareness to the area of the right hip socket, the energizing of the masculine yang component of our sacral chakra. Feeling the energizing of the right side of the body. Focus to perceive the overall harmonizing and balancing between both the right and left, masculine and feminine aspects of our sexual energy of Svadhisthana chakra. Feeling comfortable in our sexuality and in our sensuality. Feeling creative and inspired. Let's come into butterfly pose, Badrasana, and hold our feet with our hands. And feel free to stay static as is, or if you like to flap the wings, you can try that. And if you feel an extra stretch, you can even bring the weight of your upper body down towards the feet. So choose your variation, and we'll stay here for some moments, feeling the opening of our hips. Focus your awareness in the area of the hips. Tune yourself to the frequency of Svadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra.
If you haven't been flapping your wings already, just flap them out to release any remaining tension. The length of your mats, extend the legs, and give your legs a little shake. And with your hands behind you, just tuning in again to your Svadhisthana chakra and taking a moment to just feel the water energy move within you. Just observe the effects of our practice together today and see if you can notice any places where any points of resistance have been freed up, allowing more ease and more flow into your system. Feel the elements of water moving all around you, all throughout you, cleansing and purifying you. And so that now that we're all refreshed, we're ready to come into our final relaxation. Coming into Shavasana, the corpse pose. Lying flat on your back with your arms and feet spread as wide as you like. Closing the eyes and taking some deep breaths through the nose. Continuing to breathe deeply through the nose, sending that breath to fill up the belly. And feel free to explore using sighing when you exhale. It feels so good, letting out extra tension and pressure. Feeling more and more relaxed with every exhalation. Relax all the major groups of muscles. That will guide us now through a gradual relaxation process. Send waves of deep relaxation and calmness to each body part that I call out. First, bring your awareness to the tips of your left toes. Relax the toes on your left foot, the bottom of the foot, the heel, top of the foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, and upper leg. Feel the left leg completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the right leg and relax the toes, the bottom of the foot, the heel, top of the foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, and upper leg. Feel the right leg completely relaxed. Coming to the left arm, relax the fingers, the palm, top of the hand, lower arm, upper arm, and shoulder. Feeling the left arm completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to the right arm and relax the fingers, palm, top of the hand, lower arm, upper arm, and shoulder. Feel the right arm completely relax. And feel the global relaxation of all four limbs, both legs and both arms. Bring your awareness to the back and relax the left butt cheek and the right butt cheek. Relax the lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the shoulders, and back of the neck. Coming to the front, relax the deep genital muscles, the pelvic muscles, the muscles of the abdomen. Relax the chest, the shoulders, and the neck. And relax the muscles of the face, the chin and the jaw, the mouth, lips, and tongue, the cheeks and the nose. Relax all four corners of the eyes. Relax the forehead and the temples. And relax the back of the head. Feel your entire body completely relax now. And allow yourself to stay in this state of deep relaxation and calmness as we allow the integration of the energies we received during our practice into our energetic field. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Your only task now is to completely relax in pure presence. Slowly coming back. Start to deepen your breath. You can wiggle the fingers and the toes. You can open and close your hands, making fists. Bring the arms up above the head for a final stretch.
Whenever you're ready, you can give the knees a hug, gently rocking side to side, massaging the lower spine. Rock up and down to massage the entirety of the spine. And eventually making your way back up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed, and examine the world. Just notice how you feel compared to the beginning of our practice. Are you feeling more open and free? Were you able to surrender, allowing space for clarity and flow into your life? Let's seal our practice by chanting 3 times the vowel U. U is the frequency, the vibration that resonates with this part of the body, with the hips. So first we'll expel the air from the lungs 3 times the vowel U, like ooh, and try to keep your awareness internalized, focusing on the feeling of vibration reverberating throughout your entire body, especially in the area of the hips. So let's inhale, exhale, inhale the chant. Feel it in the area of the hips. Continuing to be present with the vibrations in the area of your sacral chakra. Feeling fluid, expanded in your creativity, feeling inspired. Carry these elements of the water with you throughout the remainder of the day, feeling balanced, whole. Close our practice, feeling them in our heart. Anything you might be grateful for in this moment. Thanking the universe for the flow in your life. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, I ask that you do me a huge favor and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm currently filming with my laptop as per the regulations of YouTube. If I get 50 subscribers, then I can start to film from my phone, which will be a lot better quality. And please join me next week if you're free. Next Wednesday, the same time, 9:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We'll be focusing on the element of fire in our belly, Manipura Chakra. So I wish you a beautiful day ahead, a beautiful week ahead.
Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. The divine light in me sees, recognizes, and cherishes the divine light in you. Bye bye.